years. You are not forgotten. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. All right, now our next speaker is a name some of you guys might be familiar with from several years ago. Paul Schiffer from the Schiffer Report. I don't know if anybody remembers Paul. Actually, if you don't, you guys ever hear about the Swift Boat veterans? All right, Paul Schiffer is the man that was very instrumental in giving the Swift Boat veterans, I don't want to say their first break, but first bringing them into exposure during the Bush and the Kerry election. And Paul's currently on the radio down in the Canton area. He's looking to get back up here in the Cleveland area. Pretty hard to say, you know, anybody a little bit more conservative than Paul. So Paul basically embodies what we're doing here today. And before I get Paul up here, there's another person that embodies what we do here today. I want to say hi to Jim Tracus. Jim's standing over here. You guys, Jim played in the political game for a long time. Jim didn't have to come here today. Jim spoke at the last event, and he couldn't have spoken more truer words than he did. And Jim came here today. He sent me a message this morning, Ralph, I'll see you guys later. And Jim just came here for the love of what we're doing and the good American that he is. And I just want to thank him for coming out. And again, it's guys like that have served with these hacks that we have leading our country now, that stand behind something like this, and they know the importance of the actual people and you guys standing there out in the crowd. So with that, I want to introduce you guys to Paul Schiffer.
So how's that hope and change working out for you? I thought so. I'm going to be about 5 or 6 minutes. I do talk radio. I've been doing it for 15 years. I was instrumental working with the Swift Boat veterans up here, mainly Cleveland, Ohio. In fact, they made their first appearance up here in Cleveland on my radio broadcast back in '04 on WHK. There's a few things I've been speaking about on the radio lately. I thought I'd just give you a summary version of it. It's some things are very important. You probably already know this, but if not, I'll hit on it real quick here. The cap and trade bill that passed last Friday. How many out there are familiar with the EPA official by the name of Alan Carlin, I think his name is? 38 years with the EPA, I think. He wrote a report that was suppressed by the EPA a few months ago. It's a 98-page report. If you don't know how to assess it, you can go to the Competitive Enterprise Institute website or go to my website. I prefer you to go to my website, schifferreport.com. That's spelled SCHIFFER, theschifferreport.com. At any rate, my website designer and friend Jim Richards, who's sitting right over there, posted that suppressed report up there. It's a 98-page report. Basically, in a nutshell, to give you a short version, everything in there confirms what us conservatives and independents have been saying about global warming, that it's not real, and that it's a myth, that it's a fraud, that temperatures are on the decline. It's all in there in that 98-page report. And that guy's being crucified right now by the government. And you know there's other people, government watchdogs that are being crucified right now too for being outspoken against the Obama administration. Another thing I want to bring up. Yeah, that's another one. That's another one. That is real. That is real. One other thing. How many know that there was a revolution in Honduras about 5 days ago? But a different kind of revolution, a kind of revolution we want to do here in a way. It was a legal, you're not being told by the media, but it was a legal constitutional revolution. Revolution might be a wrong word for it. At any rate, the judiciary of the Honduras and the House and Senate decided to implement the military to get rid of the communist thug that wanted to be in there for life. By the way, that communist Zelaya is his name, Manuel Zelaya. He fled the country. He was last seen at the UN building giving a speech. He's close to Obama. I don't know if you know, but Zelaya and his people are close to the Obama administration. Did you know that President Obama, this wasn't on the news, maybe some of the conservative talkers, Obama gave a press statement basically saying that Zelaya should go back into power. Here it is, the reverse of Ronald Reagan. Remember under Ronald Reagan, we got rid of communists. Obama wants this communist Zelaya returned back to power, and Obama issued a joint statement with Chavez of Venezuela, the Castro brothers, and Ortega. Amazing. And I'm going to... Absolutely. I'm going to, and I didn't want to go into foreign policy, but I thought, well, you know, everybody else has been handling the other stuff. And I'm going to end with a quote here that's very profound, that's very revealing. Let me ask you this. How many out there believe Obama is, in fact, a Marxist? Okay. How many believe that it's all right to say that it's not radical to say that? Okay, good. Because I've been saying that for a long time on my website and criticized severely for that, you know, too right-wing, too radical. But he is a Marxist. To confirm that statement, listen to this. This is the press conference I was telling you about with Zelaya, Obama's friend, and some of these others. Tuesday's news conference at the UN building, a resolution was adopted in favor of returning the communist thug Zelaya to power. The ousted Marxist ruler was asked if the United States was behind his coup. Listen to this very revealing answer. He said no. Zelaya said no. The United States has changed a great deal under Obama. It's changed a great deal under Obama. He went on to say, I've listened to President Obama. It's not only that he condemns the events, but he has demanded the restoration of me back to power. So that right there is a clear indication, that, to me at least, as a thinking person, that Obama is a Marxist. So, thanks for coming tonight. I don't want to keep up any more of your time. Remember to check out theschifferreport.com. That's theschifferreport.com. I'm trying to get back on air up here in Cleveland again. I'm down in Stark County. One other thing, I have some friends out here I want to thank Ralph for allowing me to speak. My friend Ron Hood, former councilman up here in Cleveland. Jim Richards, my website designer, his lovely wife Sherry. And also I have two friends back there, George Satari and Wayne Behrman. Check out their website. They're with the American Protectionists. We're losing too many jobs overseas to China. Check out theamericanprotectionist.com. Thanks. God bless you. Have a great weekend. Happy 4th of July.
All right. We've got a lot of people here from Cuyahoga County, I take it. All right, you guys that aren't, I'm sure you guys have heard the news broadcast, the radio stations, just about every day in the Plain Dealer about the flunkies that we got running Cuyahoga County. All right, you know, we got the Democrat side. They got their hand in the cookie jar the whole time. Then on the other hand, we got little Robbie the Republican who finally got his big girl panties on, and now he's out there, he's going to save the county. There's a few questions that have not been asked when he's up there telling everybody how he's going to save the county. And the question is, where have you been for the last 6 years, Mr. Frost? Okay? Now you guys, you go to the polls all the time. How often do you see a competitive, viable candidate running against the Democrats here? You don't. So whose fault is it? Is it the Democrats?
Sabotage.